Titanium Taras Tarot, and today I'll be doing a reading for Scorpio, okay? So this is for any planet or star you have in your chart under Scorpio. If you do, great. If you don't, great as well. You probably have a message in here for you, so keep an ear out. And if you are a cross watcher, I welcome you with open arms, because heaven knows I was a cross watcher for many a video myself, so I get you and I got you. Now I'll mention the decks I use as I use them. If I don't, they will be in the description box below. And with that being said, let's get into your cards, my gorgeous and fellow Scorpios. I'm a Scorpio moon myself. So, yes. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Scorpios, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Scorpios, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. And the first card we got is the Ace of Summer. Awesome. Emotional beginning. The Six of Autumn behind at the bottom of the deck, followed by the Wheel. I like where this is heading. Yeah. So please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Scorpios, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Scorpios, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. And you got the Moon, Piscean energy, as well as Balance, which is temperance in this deck, which will be Sagittarius, and the Empress. Ooh la la. So now that is it for the second set. So please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Scorpio, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Scorpios, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. And you got the Four of Spring, which would be the Four of Wands in this deck. I am just, yeah, yay. So please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Scorpio. I just remembered I'm also a Scorpio myself. I'm like, yay for you guys. I'm like, oh wow, yay for me. Well, we'll see what that yay is for. So please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Scorpios, please come forward and share what we should expect for the coming week. And we have the Prince of Summer pointing towards the left. Okay, dokey. Now, that was the Radleigh Valentine Fairy Tarot deck. Now I'm going to clarify with the Froud's Fairy Oracle. So please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Scorpio, please come forward and clarify why the Ace of Summer, Six of Autumn, and the Wheel are all here. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Scorpios, please come forward and clarify why all these cards are here. And you got the Bright Mother, yeah, with Ecstasis at the bottom of the deck, followed by a Collective of Pixies. As well as Oh That Gnome, and Shiv the Crotch, and Tintin the Sylph, and Pohariel of the Waters, and Singer of Transfiguration. As well as Honesty. Why do I do this to myself? And the Fairy who was kissed by the Pixies. Okay, now I end. Now I'm going to stop. Okay, now the next set you have the Moon, Balance, and the Empress. So please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Scorpios, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Scorpies, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. And you got Geo the Slow, followed by Gotcha at the bottom of the deck, as well as the Lady of the Harvest. I feel kind of lightheaded. Okay, now, please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Scorpios, please come forward and clarify why the Four of Spring is here in the upright. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Scorpios, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good. And you got the Death card, which in tarot would also be your card. It's not a bad thing. Endings and new beginnings. Then you have the Journeyman. Yeah, going on an adventure on this new cycle. And Luathos the Wild. As well as Master Maker. And Sylvanus. Now the next card is the Prince of Summer, pointing towards the left. So please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Scorpios, please come forward and share what they should expect by clarifying the Prince of Summer. These angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Scorpies. And you got Faf the Footer, grounding. In order to create a better connection, so that you can be loyal, you can continue to be loyal. I will clarify. I know that might have not made sense because of Taum the poet. Like, what? What does this mean? What it mean? Okay, so we start off with all them cards. We start off with the Ace of Summer. Now, the Ace of Summer talks about a new connection. You open your heart to love, the beginnings of a new intimate relationship, or the rebirth of a current one, the awakening of psychic abilities, or spiritual epiphanies. Ooh, ooh la la. Yeah. Then you have a beginning of a new relationship that will be based on equal exchange, sharing, and that will be a sign that you have completed a cycle because of it, because of this fairness of giving and receiving, equal exchange. And that is because you are taking care of yourself. Now the Bright Mother talks of creativity, nurturing, productivity, intimacy, and sheltering. I feel like sheltering would be what you would do if you were out of balance, but if you are in balance, you are using your creativity, you're being very nurturing, productive, and do the same things. Then you have, now this ability will allow you to tap into the Ecstasis card. Now Ecstasis talks of ecstasy, joy, rapture, motivation. You will be over the moon with joy and bliss with a group of people, a group of friends to whom you feel much connected to. Yeah. And that's when Oleg Gnome pops up. Now, Old Gnome talks of breaking of patterns and habits. So I feel like this new group of friends with whom you are in vibrational alignment with is not, is not your usual suspects. You don't usually hang out with them, but you are no longer in the old frame of mind, the old paradigm, the old vibration. So you are keeping an open mind to what is coming in from the universe. You are receptive to all the information that is coming towards you, which will keep you fertile, your mind fertile to have new ideas, as well as being nurturing to you at this moment. Right? Then you have Tintin the Sylph. Now Tintin, alright, talks of acute intellect, quickness, mental synthesis, and discernment. You are able to, yes, you are receptive. You are receptive to all the information that is coming towards you, but that does not mean that you'll let everything through. You know, you're discerning, you can make the tough choices and cut stuff out that no longer serve you, or that are no longer good for you. And that is the reason why we have Poirial, which talks of gracefully accepting change. You will not do with the old, you are looking towards the new. And that is signified by the Singer of Transfiguration, who is a phoenix type energy, that is a mythical creature who rises from the ashes, from its own ashes, reborn, right? And the next card is honesty. But in order for you to be able to rise up from your own ashes, you need to be honest to yourself about what it is that you've experienced that made you self-combust in the first place. You know, that made you turn into a pile of ashes from which to be reborn again. When you make that realization, when you understand what it is that really ticked you off, what you need, you know, that is what will allow you to that is what will allow you to tap into the fairy of the future. No, the fairy who was kissed by the pixies energy. Now the fairy who was kissed by the pixies, alright? Now she talks of the love given is love received, the metaphorical open heart surgery. I had a brain fart right there. It's hot and humid. It really is. Now, that's for the first set. For the second set, you have the moon, which is secrecy. It's kind of hidden. It's not in plain sight. And because of that, you need to temper your way of doing things, which will allow you to then tap into your greatest potential, your greatest creativity. Yeah. Because the Empress talks of time to take action, the power of creativity, success that allows for a life of luxury. You have tapped into something great. Now, the next cards are, I feel like this might take a little bit of time with Geo the Slow, which talks of slowness, cycles of time, waiting, and patience. So there is an absolute need for this. Mitigating is not going to happen overnight. You have to be patient with yourself though I feel like what needs to get done in order to really be able to succeed in what this is going to shock you. Shock you. Surprise, surprise. Yeah. Now, the next card is the Lady of the Harvest. Now, the Lady of the Harvest, okay, talks of completion, relief, harvest, and release. So you are coming to the end of this cycle. The fact that you are the Empress and you can do whatever you wish. Well, not whatever you wish, but you have the quick fix by using your intuition, by using your creativity. You can make, fix, mend, you know what I mean. Anything you want, really. And that is an amazing trait that will attract a partner into your reality much quicker. Yay! Now, this might be a romantic partner, this might be a work partner, this might be a thought partner. I don't know what type of partner you're into, but it's that type of partner. Okay, so now this card says, be grateful. You have much to celebrate. Deep feelings of peace and happiness. A contented personal life. Yay! Things are looking up for ya, Scorpio. Now, the reason for that is a death, which in tarot would be the same, would be a Scorpio card, but I don't know if it's still a Scorpio card in this deck. But death talks of endings, new beginnings. Wait, natural, timely ending, release, liberation. What did I just say? So something ended in order for something else to come about. And I think what is going to come about is a loving relationship. You know what, I'm really interested. Do I say about? Well, I did not say about, but does my about have like a sort of Canadian twang to it? I'm really interested to figure out. I feel like it doesn't. It's sort of a mitigated about, but I mean, I'm Canadian, so I wouldn't know. So let me know in the comment box below if the about is not so much about as much as about. I'm pronouncing it well. Now, with that ending, okay, comes a whole new adventure, a whole new journey, because the journeyman talks of adventure, independence, polishing of skills, and travel. So you ended something in order to free yourself to move forward towards what you actually want to create. Yay! Which is amazing. Next we have Luathos the Wild. Now Luathos talks of many things. It talks of haste, impulsiveness, fire, spontaneity, and at the end it talks of balance. So you have found the balance. You found the way to mitigate and be able to live a happy family life, right? Because what is marriage but just a bunch of mitigations stuck together with the same person? You're trying to make a relationship work. It asks for a lot of work, a lot of effort, and yeah. So then you have the Master Maker. Now the Master Maker talks of skill, craftsmanship, magician, moral strength, and invention. So in a sense, you've reinvented yourself into this new cycle after that death came about. That death might have been about a how do I say this, about a thought process, about an action, something you were doing that wasn't really in alignment with what you wanted to create. And that's where Sylvanus comes in, because Sylvanus talks of truth, cutting through deception, and clarity. So you are now able to cut through the BS and get to what you want to create. Yeah. Now, the next card, all right, is the Prince of Summer. Now the Prince of Summer pointing towards the left. And to me, me as a reader, cards pointing towards the left mean that they happen in the past, or they're happening super slowly. That's just me. Okay, now this card is the Prince of Summer is a very romantic, captivating, dramatic, flirtatious individual. It says falling in love suddenly, being swept off your feet, the need to stay grounded during a very emotional experience. Yep. So left, to the left, to the left. To the left, to the left. Everything you own's in a box to the left in the closet. That's my stuff. Don't touch it. Okay. So cars pointing towards the left to me mean that they're happening slowly, or they happen in the past. I feel like for whom this is happening slowly, I feel like you've learned something in the past that is allowing you to keep this at bay. Or if this happened to you in the past, you learned something incredible from it. And that is the reason why you are now able to get the happy life, happy wife, happy family situation with the Four of Wands or the Four of Spring. Because you know what is no longer good for you, and you're staying far away from that. Yeah. Now that was for me, because I learned what was not good for me earlier, and so I'm staying far away from that shit. I am. Now, the first card clarifying it is Fafi. Faf the Footer. I nicknamed him Fafi, personally. It's a very Armenian thing. We just shorten names by adding a vowel to the end of the syllable that we decide to keep. Yes. Now, yeah. So Fafi talks of grounding, earthing, centering, and being real. So this Prince of Summer, who taught you a very important lesson, basically grounded you. If you were anything like me, your head was all up in the clouds, and like I'm an air sign, so of course my head is gonna be all up in the clouds. I was like really it was insane. But Fafi, so in this case, you can say like this will be a tower moment. In my case, it was really earth shattering, but for you this might have been a small lesson, a small something that like you saw in a movie and you're like, oh shit, I don't want that. Nuh-uh, I'm better than that. That might be it. Something, it was, whatever it was something that grounded you. Okay, so it grounded you in order for you to have better connections in a more spiritual connection. It also balanced your karma out. It also gave you empathy for the opposing parties so that you understand their perspective now as well. All right. Now the next card is Ilby the Retriever. Now Ilby talks of hope, office of unclaimed properties, hopes, wishes, and loyalties. So I feel like if you are anything like me, okay, and this might be you, or this might be the crosswasher, all right, you might be loyal to I have been loyal to the idea that I am going to have love of my life come in. Now, the definition of that love of my life has shifted and changed throughout the years, but it still stays strong. I am still 100% certain that that the person that I decide to continue the rest of my life with, or to be with, all right, is someone that I have an amazing connection with, and I have kept strong to that, and because of that, I feel like I'm going to attract it into my reality. Yay. I cannot wait. I feel it coming. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Hold on. I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Hold on, hold on. So, now, to end the reading, you have Taum the poet, or at least this set. Taum, okay, talks of clear sight, poetry, erotic energy, laughter, and not getting into serious mischief. Though I find that for the explanation I just gave, okay, clear sight is clearly what is standing out, because if you are so hell-bent to create this into your reality, this amazing connection for whom you have lost all interest in anything else but this, alright, you have been in love with this idea. Your perception might have changed throughout the years, but it definitely stuck with the fact that you are going to unite with a amazing partner, someone who you work well with, live well with, I don't know, whatever word you prefer, right? So, my gorgeous Scorpios, gorgeous and fellow Scorpios, that is all that I have for you guys this week. If you like this, and if you'd like me to go deeper into your specific situation, please contact me at the email in the box below, and it'll be my pleasure to assist. In that same box, you'll find a little description of this video and my price. Now, like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell to be notified when I post new stuff, as well as leaving me a comment, because I adore comments. I read them all. I might not answer all of them, but I absolutely read them all. And with that being said, my gorgeous and fellow Scorpios, I wish you guys all a very good week, and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye.